Testing. Let's get it.
And ungaqala start. Ndiyabawela also nokuformalize these dreadlocks, but I don't know.
Yeah. This is behind the scenes. Don't worry about this.
Behind the scenes.
These are behind the scenes. This won't be the actual episode. Mm-hmm. So this one I'll upload it on my channel as Bonnie.
The one
Mr. Boxing.
Mr. Boxing.
Yeah, okay. That's my personal channel. So cause of transfer levies to the device that I use to edit is kind of like a challenge. Okay. Since I'm using iPhone and totally transfer is not a MacBook, it's an Android.
Oh yeah, you did.
So yeah, it's a bit of a challenge. So that's why I decided to just use YouTube and then just download from YouTube and then take to my device and edit.
Okay.
And upload.
No, it's okay, man. Yeah. I understand.
And also it helps us to relax.
And also to have a story where it all began.
Yeah.
Our journey.
Yeah.
Which is very, very amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you said that we started nice on our first episode, right?
Yes.
But you feel like you didn't start from scratch. Well, we started on how did we meet?
Yes.
And we started fine. Yeah. But now it's all about you now.
Telling the story. Who is Mzobanzi?
Yeah.
Who is he? Like, even to get to a point where we met the way we met.
Yeah.
Like, what transpired leading to that moment?
Yeah.
You see, I don't know whether we should start like from like back when where I grew up, like those kind of stories, or to sort of make it short, or I don't know, man.
Let's start it on your journey, and then as we are moving forward, we're gonna relate some of the points, of the parts or the PowerPoints to go back when you were younger.
I see what you say.
Yeah, because of the time, and also we don't want to bore the viewers. You know what I mean? Yeah. So the most important thing is to get the message across, and through our stories. Yeah. So we build up a story and then make a point.
Yeah.
And then build up another story and then make a point.
I get what you say, because it would become redundant if, let's say, it's just like, hey, this is who I am, this is where I was born, this like a sort of a timeline kind of thing. Then I get what you say.
Yeah.
I get what you say, because it would be like get to the point.
Get to the point. You know as humans how we are. We're waiting for that point. Okay, what's the point that is trying to make?
And people now are busy. They are busy.
Yeah.
They want to watch something that is going to have value in their life. Not to say my story doesn't have value.
Yeah.
All of our stories have value.
Yeah.
However, it is important how we should be mindful of how we tell it.
True.
See how we tell the story. We are on camera.
This guy just lets his energy take over. You know what I mean? He will be just becoming himself. Just snap just like that.
Yeah.
So please forgive us, guys. This is the awakening. I am Mandla, and this is my co-host Mzobanzi.
Yeah.
And we have already shared with you how did we meet.
Yes, on the previous video.
Previous video. So now it's gonna take us through on who is he actually, who is Umuzi Obanzi. And I'm trying to think of the name that you said before. You said isibongo sakho bani? Ubonga. And it's supposed to be?
It's Bonga.
Yeah.
The real surname.
Okay.
And then, but because it's written Bonga with an exclusion of H.
Yeah.
So some people will call me Bonga.
Okay.
You see, because it's written Bonga.
Okay.
But the real surname is Bonga. The name Mzobanzi. Yeah, I know it's a very... the name is quite rare.
Yeah.
And also, some people find it hard to sort of grasp the name, to understand it, because it's rare, it's not as common as, you see.
And the first time we met, we did shoot.
Yes.
But cause, hey man, I was so blown away. I couldn't believe what I was hearing.
Yeah.
And I actually had to cut some of the parts of the video.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, guys, I am gonna upload that video so that you guys can find out what does his name actually means and stand for.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Oh yes, so I did share on that first video where I was explaining that Mzobanzi is my actual name, African name, which was given to me by my grandmother. The meaning of the name.
They'll see it on the video when I upload it. But now take us through your story. Tell us, who is you?
Okay, Mzobanzi is a human being having an experience of what it means to be human, but spiritual. I don't know if that makes sense. So this is me trying to describe the indescribable, you see, that I am experiencing, you see.
Okay.
So I would say I am a spiritual being having a human experience, and in the form of being a container, having an experience of the uncontainable, you see. So where did all that begin? It was a very long journey, because I used to live a normal life. I used to live according to societal norms, as to you go to school, you go to varsity, you graduate and have a job and go to work. I did all of that, you see. But as much as I had achieved a certain level of success, depending on how one would define success, but there was something just so strong and yearning to be heard within me, you see, and I could not ignore it, as much as I had a comfortable life, if I were to say, because I managed to achieve a certain standard of living in life through the career that I've had within the pharmaceutical industry, you see. But that didn't fulfill me. There was this longing that I could not ignore, you see, because I had questions, man. Even when I started working after finishing varsity, in fact, by the time I graduated, I was already working, you see. But there was this constant curiosity as to, fine, I've reached this standard that we've been told as to you. How's it, brother? Sharp,
Moja put. Sure. Answer?
Am I not disturbing this context?
I hope so, and I pray so.
Yeah, manje phela jitas ngiyabona bona ukuthi mina ngimpheka. But this stand, it's a problem.
Ini?
The stand.
You stand kuphela ne?
Yeah.
But ifoni right.
iPhone ayinankinga. You know angithi ibank nena skin sami.
Yeah.
Technology is more advanced. Ngizothi camera or stand kani spam.
Sure. Ngiyakubamba.
Bona ningayishaya guys, mara le stand.
Yise
Ngona ngoba
cishe ngaza neside mara
Thank
ngathi hayi
you, thank you,
ngithe
thank you,
sincane.
man.
Second respect and let decision then esibani asinyatheli lapho.
Hayi mnaka sibonge man, sibonge mnaka.
Siyabonga.
Sibonga umusa wakho mnaka. All right
Okay.
mnaka.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where were we?
Okay, you were telling us about the qualification that you held and the success
Yeah.
that you have attained.
Yeah. So yeah, I did achieve the standard that a lot of us as black people that we told to acquire in order to be acceptable in society. You see, like education, degree, work, and do all of that. But for me, I was not fulfilled, man, by it all. And I was asking questions as to, is this all? Is this all? I want to own something. I wanted to have a business of my own and just achieve something that I can leave as a legacy, which ultimately propelled me to take a decision after a couple of years of being in the pharmaceutical industry, where I was like, no man, this is not for me. I'm leaving and I want to start my own business, which is the part of the reason why I came to Johannesburg, you see. But even before that, there were things that were happening in my life that I could not have answers to, like the dreams I was having, the people I was meeting. Like, I did not know what was happening, you see.
Yeah.
And because I was in the constant pursuit of success,
Yeah.
that was at the back of everything. I didn't pay much attention to that.
Because you're just focusing on achieving
the success that I wanted, because I come from a poor background. Never had any sort of resources in terms of being well equipped into society and the working industry.
Where do you come from?
From a Manfre, Eastern Cape, yeah.
Okay.
It is called Kwabhaca. Kulapho inkaba yami lele khona. Yeah. So ndingunquba urhudulu usikhaba senkomo usithandwa mhlakuli yabo umtshana wonguta otyana osithole oqhinele. Yes. Those are my clan names, both from my father's side and my maternal side.
Okay.
Yeah. Which I'm very proud of.
And both of your parents, they are still alive?
Yes. I still have both of my parents.
And how old are you?
How old I am? The body or the spirit?
Always these energy people, whenever you ask them about their age, right? They'll say on paper, I'm so and so. But the energy, it's ageless. It's what there's ways that you guys use. Like, I'm so fascinated by that because I'm a big fan of Kevin Gates, and Kevin Gates is an energy being.
Yeah.
So that's what we'll say every time when we have to speak about his age. You'll be like, hey man.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm glad someone else also, because I feel like when someone asks about my age, I need to distinguish what are we talking about, like the physical body or what is happening through the physical body. You see, because what is happening through this body is ageless. It's connected to something that is far beyond my understanding, you see. And it would be like not fair for me to put an age to it, because I cannot fathom what it, like how ancient, how old it is, I don't know. It's beyond me.
Beyond you, yeah.
But I can say, yes, the physical body is 33 years.
33 years.
Gonna be 34 this year on July the 3rd.
Okay.
Yeah, so the physical body, yes.
So abantu sebayazi already ukuthi i-birthday gift medize mina.
Birthday gift, yes. Open to that.
I was telling ukuthi nangakipele. He even gave us the date,
yes,
you know what I mean? And the month. So yeah. Man.
And there's also a spiritual meaning in terms of when you were born.
Okay.
Like in terms of dates, the numbers. Have you heard of something called numerology?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is a mystery in terms of our numbers, how we were born, when, according to the star systems.
Okay. So the star signs, is it a real thing? The what do they call it?
Astronomy.
Yeah.
Yes, astrology.
Is that the way, like when you tell me your star sign?
Yes.
Oh, what?
Yes,
Oh,
yes, it's real.
Okay.
It's very real. But it's just that maybe it has been polluted by people's ideas and sort of things.
The years, decades, yeah.
But in its essence, it's a cosmic flow of energy.
Okay.
When you look at it deep, because the universe or the cosmos it's a mathematical system. You
Okay.
see, so how the moons, the suns, and all of that, it's numerical.
There was an actor. Well, there's still an actor that's talking about what you just mentioned now.
Yeah.
The numbers, 1 plus 1 equals to 1, 2 times 2.
Yes. I know him.
You know him, yeah.
He's from Empire.
Yes, that's the guy.
Terrence Howard.
Yes.
Yes, I've seen that interview.
So he was telling the
with
truth.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah,
yes,
with Joe Rogan.
Yes,
And
my personal opinion, because I've had experiences where I had dreams of what he's talking about, the geometric structures, and he's very deep in it. He has so much knowledge. But some of the things that he talks about, they are actually not only my experience, but a lot of people have experienced them, even in the spiritual realm, because the what he's talking about, the geometric structures and all that, they are real. They are real, man. I've had dreams myself where I would be like flying and seeing all these complex equations, and it was at the beginning of the awakening journey that we talk about.
yeah.
It was so intense, man, in such a way that I did not understand why I was dreaming about maths and so complex that sometimes I won't even remember what was the equation.
So it's really a number a lot.
Don't know, but yes.
Because that's what I can relate it to for people who are not
it's not even
now.
just numbers, man. Equations of like integrated in sophisticated ways, and it's just something I've done mathematics in my professional career, like your high school. I specialized in maths, and even in varsity, I maths was one of my majors. You see, and physics and chemistry.
Yeah.
You see, so as
Don't
much
try
as
to smart.
yeah,
Smart.
not at all.
So when you're saying you come from a poor background, that means when you went to varsity, it was through NSFAS.
The first year for me, it was I did not apply for NSFAS. What happened was, because I was very good at school, I was a top student at my high school. I received all the accolades, like for almost all the subjects, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, certificates and all those things. Yeah, but yeah, man, I was good. And what happened was my teachers were very involved, and they wanted to see Uguti, what is it that I want to achieve, right?
Yeah.
They called me and they asked me to, where would you like to study? Would you like to pursue your higher education? I said yes, and they were supportive to a point that there's a school teacher, my life science teacher, which is biology. She helped me for my first year to pay my registration fee. Yes, she did. That's how much support I received from my high school teachers.
What would you say if she were to watch?
She's not
episode?
The only one, man. She's not. There's plenty people I would
mention.
No.
Let's not.
And I'm
digress.
grateful.
Yeah.
I'm grateful, man, to each and every person who has been kind to me. Like, there's a lot. It's hard for me to single out one person.
Yeah.
But for this particular part of my story, she was the integral part of it, because she did pay it, and also one of my aunts from the family, from my paternal side, she also contributed.
Okay.
So yeah, man. The background which I'm talking about, it pushed me, man. That was the only escape. Education for me was the only escape. Nothing else. I knew that I wanted out of that situation. Like,
so when you got out of it, now you started working.
Yes.
Take us through.
Yes, I started working and had my own place, took care of my family. Comfortably, yes. I changed the discourse of my family.
Where were you working?
I worked for one of the biggest pharmaceuticals in the country. It's actually the biggest.
What?
Yeah. I won't mention
the
its
name.
Yeah. But yes, I worked there for a couple of years, and until I became in the senior positions. As a analytical chemist. You see, man, from different departments. I worked in the laboratory, where I worked with the oral solid dosages, your medicine, and then I moved to the intermediate side of medicine that goes to your bloodstream.
Yes.
I worked in that field.
And then you.
But it was unfulfilling after some time, because I got all that success, could afford everything that I wanted to buy, you see, but there was just this longing inside of wanting to achieve more, you see, because I could feel that life is not sustainable for me and what I want to achieve in this life, you see. So I think God was speaking to me in a way to say, I have other plans for you, not this path. Mm-hmm. This path, yes, it was still me propelling you into it, but there's still things I want you to achieve in this life. So hence I moved to Johannesburg. Here I moved with a vision of starting my own business, which I did. Register the business. It was in media, because I was
media.
Yes.
Why didn't you tell me that?
Yes. You see, when I said, man, there's so much to share with you.
I wanna own a production. I no longer just wanna, do what we're doing now.
Yeah.
I want the entire thing.
Yes, that is my vision. You know how I was actually inspired, how, like, in terms of why I should start a multimedia company.
Yeah.
I had questions, but I didn't have the platform. So I was like, let me create the platform myself.
That's how it started with me as well.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be in this one of the boxing interviews. I always wanted someone to come take me videos, edit them, send them to me. But I had no one.
Yeah.
So I was like, nah, man. If that guy can do it, I can also do it.
Exactly.
And me, I'm a go-getter.
Yeah.
I believe more on doing things more than the theory side.
Yeah.
I believe on the
practicality
more.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, wow.
Yes, and I did my research, like how to acquire the licenses. Yes,
Yeah.
I did, and I registered the company.
Yeah.
I actually named the company after my late brother's name. I called it Caesar Multimedia Group. Yeah, and the vision is to have like a multimedia house in terms of broadcasting, print, digital, all those things. You see?
Man, hey, this guy, I'm busy working with him, busy talking to him, while he has the same vision as mine.
Yeah,
man. Okay.
But I'm not sure if I still have the dream, because
you're here with me.
Yeah.
You're here with me, so that has to mean something.
Yeah.
So if you no longer have it, you can pass it down to me. I can grab it with both hands.
You see, with how things have really turned out and evolved, I also had to step back and realize that I'm not in control. You see, I'm not in control. As much as I have the visions and the dreams and everything, I still need to be mindful that I have no control whatsoever.
Yeah.
You see, so even with that dream, because after I've arrived here in Johannesburg, things didn't go according to
your plan,
to my plans. Yes.
Yeah.
I went through what someone would call a downfall. It's when I arrived here actually in 2020, January 2020, and I'd left the previous employer, and the goal was to just start my own thing. You see.
And you had some savings with you.
I had savings with me. I still could afford a property. You see, and the flip side was that the money was only going out. I didn't have any money coming in, you see. But that on its own, I feel like it had to happen that way, so that the journey that unfolded afterward, it was necessary. It was necessary, because that's when everything started to shift completely. You see, what happened was I rented an apartment, and then shortly after I arrived here in January, and then in March 2020, the outbreak of COVID pandemic. It was just all over, and we were locked within our spaces. And
I mean, that was well, for some people it was a bad year to make business moves, especially big moves,
Yes.
Yeah, man.
But we didn't know.
Yeah.
You see, we didn't foresee the changes that were about to happen. You see, so things changed completely from that year, because it was the very same year I actually downgraded, and I ended up in Soweto, Protea Glen, with the help of people that were just so kind to say, we can help you find a small room in Soweto and relocate that side. And I didn't know anyone there, but yeah.
Man, you're humble enough to downgrade just like that.
To a point that after that downgrade, I moved back home. Not once.
So tell us the places that you owned an apartment, like Gauteng.
Yes, I've lived briefly in Mabone, the new development there, back then it was still it was not as developed as it is now, because it was still under construction. But the building I lived in, it was already in
Jewel City.
It's now called Jewel City, but that time it was just buildings. You see the Emerald?
Yeah.
Yes, I lived there.
Okay.
I lived there for a couple of months because it was still under construction, the Jewel City. It was not as it looks today. You see?
Second one?
And then I lived at the Glen Marais. I lived at a couple of places. I also lived in Joburg South.
Mm-hmm. That's where I'm from, yeah?
Yeah, at the Glen. It's actually called Ogden.
Ogden, yeah, yes. I see Ogden. I see those complexes.
Yeah. I moved everywhere in Joburg to a point that I've lived in my friends' couches. I've slept. Yeah, man, yo, what
So
can
that was during the awakening.
Yes.
And the downfall.
Yes.
Or the downfall is the part of the awakening.
It is the necessary part of the awakening.
Wow, I like the way you name
it. It is so necessary, because what happened, you see, when I look at it with a deeper lens, right?
Yeah.
When I would reflect and look at my story and how things happened.
Yeah.
So we are born complete, right? We are born with everything that we need.
Yeah.
You see? But we are born into a world of conditions, a world of so many things that disconnect us from that natural born through.
Because they say when a kid is born, they're born unracist. They are not racist.
Free. They are free. Liberated.
They are what's the word that I'm looking for? They are pure, man. They haven't seen nothing.
Pure. They are non-judgmental. They are free. Mm-hmm. Children, if the world would look and pay attention to children, the world would become a better place.
That's what Michael Jackson kept on saying.
Really?
That's what Michael Jackson kept on saying.
That's how I feel.
Wow.
That's how I feel. Because they are a true reflection of life.
The pure.
The pureness. The freedom.
And you see how they will be playing their imagination, their joy.
Their imagination is not disempowered or contaminated. It's free, man. They are creative, they are inquisitive, they are curious.
They don't easily get
who we
sick.
are at our core. Man. But because we are born in these conditions of the world, they disconnect us from that, like gradually. So it's like a process, intentionally through the food we consume, the schooling systems, you see, like societal norms, sometimes even cultural, you see,
and also even fabric. There's also a certain fabric that is not good for your skin, or like now earphones, the Bluetooth is not good for your mind.
Yes,
apparently
there's more, man. There's so much more, psychologically, mentally, spiritually.
But to wrap it off, man. Sorry to cut you, man. But I just want you to wrap off your story and
So when I lost everything, in fact, moved into the location in Soweto, at the Protea Glen, I think that's where I felt like, Uguti, something is happening. I don't know what it is, but something is happening. Because I was away from the world for almost 3 years, 2.5 years, like completely disconnected from the world. It was solitude. silence.
The mountains.
Before I
the
could
mountains.
even go to the mountains, I was going through a very dark phase of my life. That's where I just wanted to end it all. Wanted to end it all. I could not see the reasons why I was alive.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to feel around me. I didn't know how to feel. I didn't know how to connect, not only with people I would encounter, but even with myself. But the more I prayed, the more I would find some relief. It's like when you are in the darkest part of your life, and then light wants to penetrate, wants to come to life. I think that was what was going on with me. What most people would call a spiritual awakening. This is where now the remembrance started to happen. It's like my soul was so yearning for the truth of what it is, and it had to take me away from everything that I thought I was, so that I can remember who I truly am, or what I truly am. You see?
Yeah.
And that's when now I was praying a lot, and it was the only way I could connect to God. And yeah.
Guys, that's Mandla Mzobanzi story.
Yeah.
You know, we would like to take the longer version of his story.
Yeah.
But amen, the world that we are living in right now, they can't take long form content.
But there are people actually.
Yeah.
There are people who are actually invested into the depth of the story.
Okay.
There are. Because I myself, I have watched a lot of people's stories where they actually given the platform to just become vulnerable and share their stories authentically. So I think it just depends with the creative like the approach and how they want to go around it. But there are people who actually watch 3 hours of a show, and I do myself.
Same applies here.
Yeah.
Who's this guy who always has the long form videos?
Joe
Rogan.
Yes,
especially his content is very long.
Yeah, and
so
here in South Africa we have David Mashabela.
And Pen Ipeneli.
Okay, yeah.
And who else? Yeah, man, there's quite a few people also here. No, man. So that means those are the people that we will target.
Yeah.
But as we are building up and building up our resources and all that,
with time,
those are the people that we are targeting, and they'll get the fuller version of our episodes. But as for right now, this is what we can do with the time that we have right now.
Yeah.
But
which I appreciate, man.
Me too, man.
I appreciate a
Me
lot,
too,
man.
bro. I appreciate you sharing your story. I can only think of how many people would like to share their story like that, like you. Especially stories like yours. There's quite a few people.
My story, it needs to be told.
Wow.
It is necessary. I'm actually compelled to tell my story.
Wow.
And I'm not gonna be shaken not to tell it.
Yeah.
I have to.
You have to.
Yeah.
My brother, that's why we cut it off. What would you like to say to the people?
What would I like to say? Yeah, man. Just speak your truth.
Yeah.
Remember that which is already within you.
Okay.
It's yearning for you. It's yearning for you.
Guys, you heard it from Mandla Mzobanzi. And see you on another episode.
Yeah.
We out.
Yeah.